Well, good afternoon, Facebook group. It is a Thursday, April the 29th, and I hope wherever I find you today, either live with me now or on the replay, healthy, safe, and patient as we ride the storm around the world to really flatten this curve. Eventually, this too shall pass. I'm keeping very focused on that statement. Hey, Giancarlo, I hope you're doing well, my friend, and that everyone on your side of the family is truly safe and healthy. Zooms up. I don't know how many percentage points people are connecting in many different ways, so that's really great and sound. So I read something this morning that I wanted to chat with all of you guys about that I think will allow us all to work more fervently to get rid of all these. And what am I talking about? First one is ego. So what does ego prevent you and I from doing? It prevents you and I from learning from others. Now, why would that be? You know, when you have an ego that's full of yourself, and we all know people that are like that, and boy, I like to stay away from them with a 35-foot pole. They do not expect to learn from anyone else. They know everything. You cannot share anything with them. They jump into every conversation because their ego takes over. So having ego will prevent you from learning from others. Try to loosen your grip on that ego and understand that you're always needing to remain a student of this world and this life, always in your own business, in every other facet of this world. So ego prevents you from learning from others. Envy. There's another one. So what about envy? Well, envy prevents us from focusing on yourself. And think of it. And we got caught up in this world of social media, this comparisitis, comparing yourself, seeing that everyone's posting their bestest out on Instagram, Facebook, you name it. And boy, you become envious. He has that, she has that, he has reached this title, she is smashing it over there. So envy, being envious, prevents you and I from focusing on yourself. So I highly recommend, and this is just me sharing with you what I do and try to work on not being envious, is to shut down those doors. You know, have limits as to when I'm jumping on Facebook, on Instagram, listening to TV, etc. By limiting that exposure, that enviness, you know, will prevent you from focusing on yourself, and you'll be a lot more productive that way. The third one is anger. Just think of it when you're angry. Okay, it allows you, and it really prevents you from seeing clearly when you're absolutely angry. If it's at a spouse, a significant other, your children, you are in the moment with rage. So anger prevents you from seeing clearly. So obviously it happens to all of us. No one's perfect. But if we can avoid being so darn angry that we're not seeing clearly, you know, stubbing your toe, okay, you stubbed your toe, okay? In conversation, sometimes if you've got to take the high road and say you're sorry, just move on rather than just being angry. I tell you, my meditation helps me with that tremendously every morning. You know, people cutting you off in traffic, etc. It's just not worth it. Just let it go. Just let it go. And it will prevent you from seeing clearly. The next one is ignorance on this list. Ignorant prevents you from what when you're ignorant? From making good decisions. And I often reflect in my business when I'm looking to share with people and I'm here to help people. A lot of people already pretend they know everything. They have no idea what perhaps is out there, especially when they are looking in the situation out there with the economy perhaps as it's been affected by COVID-19. A lot of people are ignorant in many different areas where they're not willing to see and say, perhaps I should complete my due diligence on that. I should take the time to review what is being shared with me, that perhaps I'll see the world in a different light. I'll see myself in a different light. I may see a project, a vision, an opportunity that may help me get out of the situation that I am. So by being less ignorant, if that's the word I can use, will help you prevent from making good decisions. And the final one is fear. What does fear prevent you and I from doing? It prevents us from seizing an opportunity. Hey, Diane, how are you doing, my friend? Fear prevents you from seizing an opportunity. False evidence appearing real. When you are so darn fearful in your life, you are putting up roadblocks to seizing opportunities that may be laid out in front of you. You are unwilling to jump into your, get out of your comfort zone, so to speak, because that false evidence appearing real often is simply that. It's not real at all, and that fear you build up prevents you from seizing the opportunities in your life that you're just not willing to look at, have an open mind on. Hey, Tammy, hope you're doing well, because of that fear holding you back. Okay, so hopefully that gave you some value. The ego prevents you, your envy prevents, your anger prevents, your ignorance prevents, and your fear prevents you from seizing opportunities. We all need to do a much better job of getting rid of these as best as we can. I don't know which one prevents you from moving ahead in your life. If it is your ego or your enviness of other people out there, or your anger and you hold on to anger. Is it your ignorance? Is it your fear? For most people, probably it is fear that is preventing you from seizing opportunities, whether it's your relationships, whether it's your, physical health, whether it's seizing a business project or an opportunity outside of what you're currently doing. Remember, fear, false evidence appearing real, but often it's just false evidence. So hope you got some value from that. Let's all try to get rid of all these as best as we can. Ego, envy, anger, ignorance, and fear. And we'll be a much better human being as a result of that, and better with those around us. Go ahead and feel free to comment below, share, and God willing, we'll be at you another time. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.